What's up guys, today I'm doing a video about Andrew Lincoln leaving The Walking Dead after season 9. And also I will give some of my death predictions for this season. Bear with me for that. I know it's gonna be a long video, but it's gonna be worth it at the end. What's up guys, I hope you are feeling well. I'm not feeling so well, I must admit. These news, it's some major shit. I hope the show will keep going anyway, but losing Rick Grimes, it should be hard. It should be hard on the fan base, it should be hard on the fandom, and I guess with the ratings declining already, losing Rick won't help at all. Also we have Maggie, Lauren Cohen. She already wanted to leave The Walking Dead before this season, and with Andrew leaving, I don't think Lauren is gonna be wanting to sign another contract. I really don't. So yeah, let's read some of the articles about the news. It came from Collider at the first place. Let me read it real quick. So it goes like, we are hearing that by the end of season 9 of AMC's hit drama series The Walking Dead, Rick Grimes himself will be walking away. That's right, The Walking Dead enthusiast Andrew Lincoln will be crawling his way through the post-apocalyptic setting for just one more season before calling it quits. And while we won't be spoiling just how the series' founding character makes its exit, we do know that fans can only expect to see Lincoln in half a dozen episodes of the upcoming season. 6 episodes, guys! 6 freaking episodes! Let your eyes open for that mid-season finale. Season 9, episode 10, that will be a major shift in the history of the series. I'm continuing reading. Let's talk about the Norman Reedus thing. To fill the void in the show's leading man status, we're also hearing that AMC has offered substantial compensation to long-running series star Norman Reedus to not only stay on board, but to take over the show's leading role. Oh boy, I don't think that will be the perfect fit for this role. I really don't. But I will talk about it a little bit later. Even last season, after Chandler Riggs' departure, things didn't go so well for The Walking Dead. I don't know how it will go, but losing Rick won't help at all. It's going to be really bad for the show. Now I understand that Andrew wanna be with his family. He has been 9 years on the set and he wanna go back home to see his family. I understand that. I also understand that he wants to get more opportunities. He wanna do some movies, and he also has a quote that it's hard to see everyone go, and he has to wave the hand at them, and I understand that everything is hard about it, but after hearing that, I really think that killing Carl off was a mistake. If you have any idea that Rick is gonna want to leave, he's gonna want to go away or get to his family or do other things, pursue other opportunities, you don't kill Carl. You fulfill the legacy that he has to make after Rick, and they never should have killed him at the first place. I loved season 8, but at the end of the day, when the major decision of the season is so when you don't understand it so well, and when it hurts the show more than anything for the long term, I don't think they should have done that. It's a little bit the same with Fear the Walking Dead with Nick. Dave Erickson should have kept Troy or someone alive from the last season. He knew that Frank wanted to leave. He said it in season 3. that he wanted to leave the show. So kill Troy on the last episode. Although it was a surprise at first, seeing Madison hammered the shit out of him, if you know what I mean. Killing him off was a mistake because now we are in season 4 and Nick is dead, and Troy would have made a perfect character to deal with that. He would have dealt with the vultures. He would have bring some energy, some new light to the show. For the long term, you gotta think it through. For the long term, you have to think it through. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Lauren also has a contract of 6 episodes. So I think it will be our final season as well, as I said before. Oh man, And spoiler alert, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the comic. If you do not want to know anything about the comic or the deaths or anything that's coming up, skip ahead. I'm gonna start to talk about it in 1, 2, 3. Have you left? Leave now. Cool. So Lincoln and Cohen both have a 6 episode contract. Is it a coincidence? I think both characters will follow similar path. They will take the coming death of Ezekiel and Rosita. The mid-season finale should be when the Whisperers put the heads on a spike. So will Maggie and Rick take Ezekiel and Rosita's place? I think so. If not, Maggie will be poisoned by Gregory. In the comic, Gregory tried to do an attempt on Maggie and kill her and doesn't succeed. But if they want to kill Maggie, this would be a great alternative. Something like that that didn't work in the comic. But I think it will be the second. I think it will be the 2 heads on a spike thing. So yeah, I think it will be the biggest, craziest season ever in terms of character death. In terms of character death, Rick and Maggie. Whoa! I also have a pretty big feeling that Gregory will die too. If he does that attempt on Maggie, they won't keep him. No way Gregory will survive season 9. He's a rat. He doesn't belong in there with a new beginning, with everything that will be going on, and with the Whisperers. What the hell Gregory has to do with anything like that? I think he doesn't have a part to play anymore, apart from the Maggie thing. But that I talked about in my spoiler bit. If you skipped it, sorry, but yeah, and I think we could see Tara die also. I will explain it later. And who knows who will die other than these two. Danai's Guerrera contract is coming to an end. Other people are gonna want to leave after this. I don't know. It could be the best or it could be the worst season ever. Let me explain it. The first part should be good, but not so good. It should be different, for sure amazing in terms of character developments and everything, but really calm. Not a lot of action or plot moving forward, apart from maybe the last 2 episodes, 7 and 8, that should be crazy. If the 6 episodes thing is real, it should be crazy. But the first half as a whole, it should be okay. Also with the Maggie's Civil War thing that they plan to do, which I think is stupid, but whatever. I think, and if Rick and Maggie aren't there in the second half of the season and the ratings are declining even more, that really could hurt the show. Even though the Whisperers are long awaited and they should be great villains, they should be one of the greatest villains of all time. But if this season as a whole crumbles apart, the Whisperers won't make it worth. You know what I mean. I don't know. Also, the Whisperers, who could be one of the best villains on the show, Ew. Will it be ruined? Will it be lessened? Will the impact of the Whisperers be lessened down by Rick and Maggie's death? I'm not sure. So the season 9, I'm not sure about it, but if we have one of the best villains ever, but the impact is lessened by such major losses, I don't know. Now, what does it mean for the future of the show? Sorry. First of all, they want to give the lead to Norman Reedus, so Daryl Dixon will be the lead. But I really don't think he should be. I don't see it. Daryl Dixon is not that type of character. He has made such bad decisions in the latest seasons. I think the 2-year jump skip will help with that. Put his mind in place. I think he would have been a great leader, but he doesn't even speak. He's just mumbling every time. How would you follow someone like that? I don't know. I really don't. He won't speak. He won't. I have an alternative. I'd rather see Maggie, but she's probably leaving too. Like I said, so Michonne would be one of the greatest lead.
We're gonna fight them. That's what happens next. And we're gonna lose people. Maybe a lot of them, maybe even each other. Even then, it'll be worth it.
When I thought that... I can't lose you.
You asked me what kind of life we had just surrendering. It wasn't the life. What we did back there, what we're doing now, making a future for Judith, for Glenn and Maggie's baby, fighting the fight. That's living. You showed me that. You can lose me. No. Yes, you can. I can lose you. We can lose our friends, people we love. It's not about us anymore. It's about a future. And if it's me who doesn't make it, you're gonna have to lead the others forward. Because you're the one who can.
How do you know?
Because you led me here.
If Rick quits, Michonne would probably be the best choice to replace him. She would be a great leader, make the good decisions, and after Carl and Rick's losses, character development, she also lost her kid back in season 4. We had a flashback with the loss of her kid, so I think Michonne would be such a character that already had major character developments, and she's that type of character that wants to bring the good in people. She wants a new beginning to work. She wants everybody to be on board, and she has a great heart. Also, yeah, she just is a leader overall. But yeah, I think what they'll probably do is team up Daryl. They'll give a relationship to Daryl. They'll probably pair Daryl and Rosita together. So they would be in charge of Alexandria. Carol and Ezekiel, another couple, being in charge of the kingdom. Now for the hilltop, I think it would be Jesus with the help of Enid. No relationship there. And Tara would lead the sanctuary or someone else. It doesn't really matter for now. So I think Jesus and Enid will get more screen time. more screen time for this season. But for Tara, I'm really not sure if she'll survive. I think she won't, because it's a new beginning. So I feel it's finally the time for the show to move on, to break with the Governor's story arc. And Tara is the last character of that story arc. So she's a big character, but not that big, if you know what I mean. So after Rick and Maggie's death, I don't think the writers would kill another big character like Michonne or Ezekiel right away. So yeah, I think it would be the perfect death. It would be the perfect death for an episode 14 or something like that. And breaking up with the Governor's story arc, moving on. Maggie and Rick leaving. And King Tara, it would push Cindy as a character, so she would have a great character development, allowing that Tara and Cindy would have a relationship or a bonding friendship after the time skip. So let's say Tara is in charge of the sanctuary after a 2 years time jump. She would be in a relationship with Cindy, or a friendship, a close friendship, and we will build on it for 13 or 14 episodes, and Tara would die on second half of the season. That's one of my predictions. I could be wrong about that, but yeah. Now I'm gonna continue talking about Rick and Maggie, because that is the subject of the video. That would hurt the show so much, and let's say Rick and Maggie die at the ends of the Whisperers. The mid-season finale would be huge, introducing a big villain, mirroring 701 with Glenn and Abe's death and the Negan introduction. So you have those two events very similar. Introduction of Negan, introduction of the Whisperers, death of Glenn and Abe, death of Rick and Maggie. That would be very similar, but that time the Rick and Maggie death would be even bigger. They would be even worse. Worst is a weak word. They would be worse, but Have you seen the ratings drop after 701? Big drop. Big drop. After Glenn's death, it was so big that the ratings fell in constantly. Okay, I must say they fell constantly. So apply the situation now, looking at the season 9, or let's say 908, the mid-season finale. Always allowing that the 6-episode thing is real. How many people would come back for a second half if Rick and Maggie die? I don't know. I don't know. Look at season 8. Carl died in episode 8, and the rating for episode 9 was not that great. That was not that great. So would you want the show to be in free fall? Would you try to do some control damage? I think AMC. I think someone will talk about it. They will. AMC will release some type of info soon. They wanna. If they kill Rick off, just like this, and no one confirmed it on AMC Sport, or I think the fandom would be crazy. So yeah, I think they will address it at least, but I think they will confirm or deny it. AMC will confirm or deny it soon. But yeah, especially after last season, after Carl, Morgan left.
Let's just finish this.
in the last episode. So, couple of big, huge departures last season. Just by killing Karl off, you turn the page and it's a new beginning already. So, you basically have Glenn, Abraham, Sasha, Carl, Morgan, Rick, and Maggie. 7 huge characters quitting or leaving the show in 3 freaking seasons. Think about it. Think about it. There's no way. Big worries here. Big worries. So you understand my thoughts are all over the place, but I think AMC will want to do anything to keep it going. Will the show continue for a long time? I doubt it. But AMC is going to do everything. Like I said, could they push it to 11, 12 seasons? It's a possibility, but I don't think it would exceed that. I think after 11 or 12 seasons, if Rick died in season 9, I don't see the interest anymore. Having Carol and Daryl and Rosita, Ezekiel carrying the show, that would be bad. That wouldn't be the greatest thing ever after season 12. But I think we are closer to the end than ever. Closer to the end than the beginning, that's for sure. Even though it's sure that they wouldn't do like 8 more seasons, but we are closer to the end than the beginning, even if it is a new beginning. Anyway, I think I've talked for long enough. I'm gonna end the video right now. Leave your comments below. I want to hear what you have to say. I want to hear everything. Daryl, can you carry the show? What do you think? Is the 6 episodes thing with Rick and Maggie real? Do you see them dying at the same time, at the same place, by the new villain? Or do you see, how do you see Rick die? Wow, mind-blowing question. How do you see Rick die? How do you see him die? I just don't know. And I think the season 8 episode 16 was perfect. Remove the Civil War thing with Maggie, and it would have been a perfect series finale. And yeah, control damage. Rick, you know, it would have kept things, I don't know, clean. I don't know how to say that, but yeah, leave your comments below and tell me everything you think, or you want to share about. Tell me how you feel about this news, this sad, mad, crazy news. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. See ya.